When I selected my mentor, I guess it was fate. I don't know. In a previous project I worked on in the Human Auditory Research Lab, I had a student or participant come in who had a central auditory processing disorder. And he asked me, is there any cure for my disorder? What can I do for it? I've been struggling with it. And I told him, I'm sorry, I'm not working on that type of research, but let me see what I could do. And so what I ended up doing was doing some more research on central auditory processing disorders. And I talked with another professor, Dr. Auer, and asked if I could work in his lab and research this type of disorder. He willingly and excitedly worked with me on the project. We've been working this summer on a project that deals with speech processing in order to somehow correlate it to auditory processing disorders. But choosing a mentor, it was fate, I guess. Well, what we did, Dr. Auer and I sat down after I approached him. I asked him if I could work in his lab. He sat me down and we discussed the central auditory processing disorders and decided to really do a thorough literature review of the disorder. After the lit review, we discussed that this disorder was in serious need of a better way to diagnose it, and we decided to start from that approach. My mentors, I've had two of them, Dr. Tiffany Johnson and Dr. Edward Auer. Dr. Tiffany Johnson has really taught me that as a woman and a scientist, you can do anything you want to. She really inspired me and encouraged me to get into the field. She invited me into her lab to work with her and work on a project as a primary investigator, which was amazing because I felt like I knew so little, but she trusted me with the research. She taught me to investigate my interests, what I'm interested in, because, everybody might be on the hot topic of whatever, stem cell research, but you should really investigate what's important to you and what excites you. Dr. Edward Auer, he was my other mentor. He really allows you to take the project into your own hands, be independent with it. I was actually working on both of them at one point at the same time. One I had already finished, and we were just preparing it to go to the research conference that IMSD sent me to. And the other one I started the lit review with. So they overlapped slightly, but nothing too overwhelming. There is a benefit to having two different mentors because you get a gauge for the different styles, the different teaching styles, the different relationship styles you'll have with professors in the future in graduate school.